Isometric knee press. The isometric knee press is one of the best and most fundamental beginner exercises that targets your core muscles. It improves core stabilization, which results in better balance and motor control. By pressing and holding, we create tension in the muscles, which improves muscle endurance and strength as well. How to perform the exercise? Sit on the chair in an upright position, with your feet flat on the floor. Place your arms on your thighs. With an inhale, prepare for the movement. With an exhale, press your hands on your thighs and at the same time raise your heels off the floor and press your legs up to your hands. Imagine creating a counter force. Contract your abdominal muscles as if someone would punch you. Hold for 3 to 5 seconds and release the tension. Return to the starting position and repeat the movement. As you press your hands down, be careful not to raise your shoulders up toward your ears, but keep them down. If you have an option, perform this exercise in front of a mirror to check you're not lifting them up. Modification for this exercise. A more challenging variation is to perform the exercise with one leg. The starting position is the same as for the basic exercise. Now, press with your right hand on your right leg and lift the leg off the floor. Hold for 3 to 5 seconds and release. Repeat with the left leg. By lifting the leg, the core muscles have to contract even more, and we must also stabilize the hip joint. Horizontal pull. Horizontal pull is an effective bodyweight exercise that targets your arms and upper back. It helps improve posture and range of motion. Even though we do not use any weights, it still provides enough tension to improve upper body strength. Strong upper body muscles help in everyday activities such as carrying and picking up objects. How to perform the exercise? Sit upright on a stable chair. Sit close to the backrest so that your elbows can touch it. Raise your arms in front of you with your palms facing toward each other. Make a fist with your palms and pull your arms back, bending the elbows. Push them behind your back and press them on the backrest. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Hold this position for around 3 seconds and then release. Extend the arms back to the starting position. Repeat the movement. Be careful to keep your shoulders down. Do not lift them up toward your ears. Push your chest forward and shoulders back, squeezing your shoulder blades. In that way, you will engage your muscles even more. How to modify this exercise? If your mobility does not allow you to push your elbows so far back, go as far as you can. You do not need to touch the backrest. Just extend your arms in front of you and move them back as far as you can and then return to the starting position. Hip flexion with extension. Hip flexion with extension is a great lower body exercise that mainly targets hips muscles. It improves stabilization and mobility as well as strengthens the glutes. Strong hip muscles helps us with walking, which is one of the most important daily activities. How to perform the exercise? Stand behind the chair and place it close to the wall. Place your left arm on the chair and the right on your hip. Stand hip-width apart. Transfer the weight on your left leg and lift your right leg, bending the knee. From this position, swing your leg back, extending the knee and moving the leg back. Your leg should be extended and your toes should point forward. Bring the leg forward and repeat the exercise. Perform all repetitions with your right leg. Be careful not to turn your pelvis to the right or lean forward with your upper body. The only movement should come from your hips and the knee should be fully extended. Take a short break and shake your legs quickly. Then transfer the weight on your right leg and repeat the same movement with your left. Perform 8 to 10 repetitions with each leg. How to modify this exercise? If this is too difficult due to your mobility or health issues, you can perform a seated variations. How to perform it? Sit on a chair in an upright position with your feet flat on the floor. Place your hands on your thighs. Now, lift your left leg a few inches off the floor and extend your knee. Next, bend the knee and place the leg back on the floor. Next, lift your right leg, extend the knee, and then bend it to place it down on the floor. Repeat the exercise. Alternate between left and right leg. Standing diagonal arm and leg raise. Standing diagonal arm and leg raise is a great whole body exercise that strengthens the back and glute muscles. It is also an effective way to improve posture and prevent back pain. How to perform the exercise. Stand behind the chair in an upright position, hip distance apart. Place your left hand on the chair and keep the right at your side. Transfer the weight on your right leg. Now, simultaneously, raise your right arm and left leg behind you. Your arm should travel overhead and your leg behind you without spine movement. Your knee and elbow should be extended. Imagine you would want to push something behind you. Hold the position for a moment and then return to the starting position. Perform all repetitions with one side first and then place your right hand on the chair, transfer the weight on your left leg and raise your left arm and right leg. Make sure you perform the exercise at a slow pace. Pay attention to proper form. Try not to lean forward with your upper body. If you can't keep your knee fully extended, you can slightly flex it. This exercise is effective if you're experiencing back pain because it improves mobility and strengthens your back. Perform 8 to 10 repetitions on each side. How to modify this exercise? To modify it, you can sit on a chair. Make sure your posture is nice and tall. Roll your shoulders back and chest forward. Sit on the edge so that your palms are touching the seat. Turn them inward. Now, lift your right arm overhead and at the same time press your left hand to the chair. You should feel the muscles in your arms and upper back. Hold for a few seconds and release. Next, repeat with the other hand. Raise your left arm and press your right to the chair. Make sure you keep an upright posture and press your shoulder blades on your back. Alternate between left and right arm. Chest press up on chair. Chest press up is the fundamental upper body exercise that strengthens your upper arms, shoulders, and chest. We use those muscles when we want to push something or they can help us stand up from sitting position. How to perform the exercise? Place a chair to the wall so that the back of the chair is facing toward you. Make sure the chair is stable. Place your arms on the chair and step a few inches away from the chair so that you are leaning on it with your arms. Keep your heels on the floor. Engage your core and now lower toward the chair, pushing your elbows out to the side. If you can't go all the way toward the chair, you can lower just a few inches and return to the starting position. Repeat the movement. Perform 10 to 12 repetitions. Make sure your body stays in a nice linear line without lowering or lifting your hips. If this is too difficult, you can stand closer to the chair. Perform the exercise at your own pace and if needed, take a rest between the repetitions. At first, you might find this exercise quite challenging, but with practice, it will get easier.